see who's requesting to join the video. Maybe Werner can join me. I've got coffee, and guys, look at my cup. It says Florida. Yay! Guys,
Hello,
I was my
Natasha.
best friend this past 2 weeks to a level where I can't explain. We spoke technically 24/7. Since I
We
woke up,
did.
went to bed, it was all the time. I'm amazed.
Hey, girl, I didn't get any sleep, but it was worth it.
I
It was
know.
so worth it. And
I'm so
I loved sharing this journey with you. It's
thank
always going to be one of my most special and most treasured memories.
thank you, Val.
Was to be on the road with you. And I just want to say it here now as well how incredibly proud I am of you, how strong you are. Um, you worked so incredibly hard for this, and the results didn't show. And I said it a million times that we have no control over the results, but you won people's hearts, and you won the love of the whole world. And none of us could have been more proud to have had you represent us on that stage. It was an honor and a privilege, and we love and adore you. And this is not the end for us. Um, this is always going to be one of my most special memories, and I'm so grateful that I now have you in my life for the rest of for the rest of your life and for the rest of mine. I'm proud of you,
Guys,
honey.
for Varis, you can answer them alongside me. Var, can you see the question?
I can see them when you pin them. I can see them.
Okay, so let
But
me.
you the question.
Okay, okay. There's a lot of questions, so I'm quickly going to select one.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
Oh, I'm just seeing so much support and love.
Yeah, guys, I also want to, while she's looking for a question, I also just want to thank you guys for all the love that you've shown her, myself, and the official Miss South Africa team. This is honestly why we do it, is to inspire people. And the journey is always, it takes turns and it has ups and downs. And thank you for being there in the triumphant ones and the ones where we struggle. It just shows how much you guys care and how much you love and appreciate the women that are on this platform, and it makes it also worth it to see you guys as being part of the journey. So we're really grateful. We're all really grateful for everything that you guys have done, especially in the last couple of days.
Actually, I can maybe also just select a question that says like the favorite part of Miss Universe, because I feel that you've been closely with me during this journey. So maybe you can share from your end what you experienced, because I shared everything with you.
My my personal favorite part was every morning or every afternoon. I would be so excited because I couldn't wait for you to wake up so we can have our hourly chat while you were busy doing your makeup, and you can just catch me up on what happened during the evening while I was sleeping and what you did and what was happening for the next day. I loved those chats. I really did. And I like kind of marked them out of my diary. I was like, no one bother me. No one bother me. Natasha's going to call me right now. I know it. I know it. I know it. And then you would. One of my favorite days was definitely the Fadil shoot. Because I know that it's been such a dream of yours to shoot with him, and then you did, and he adored you and he loved you, and I knew he would, as I knew he would. And when those pictures came out, girl, I was like, ah! I was done. She sent them to me before they were posted, and I was like, holy hell,
It was
what is
true.
happening?
And also, guys, like I was taking pictures every single day, trying my best to get like credits for the outfits and share it with you guys. And I remember Werner was so like, you were so cute when I sent you the pictures, because I was like, are they good enough? Like, are they incredible? And you were just like, girl, they're amazing. You were always so
like,
no,
they were always so spectacular. They really were, and you just surprised me every single day. I was like, this girl is going to go through the roof if she gets any better. And I remember after prelims, she hadn't even gone off stage I was like, okay, it's going to take a while because they like have to get their things together. So I'll speak to her in a little while. And I promise you, they hadn't even ended the credits of prelims. And she was like, how was it? What do I need to improve on? And I was like, girl. And I was, for the first time, I was speechless. She's like, what can I improve on? What do you think worked and didn't work? And I said, listen, can we have this discussion tomorrow morning? Because I need to gather my thoughts, because I don't know what the hell just happened on that stage. Because you were so brilliant and you did everything that I could have imagined or wanted you to do. So I remember being dumbfounded, and I mean, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. So I was sitting here like, what the hell is going on? Am I dreaming? And you were. And while you were sleeping that night, I looked through the whole prelims again, and I kind of, sat down and wanted to make notes, and I didn't have any. And I was like, you were just perfect. You are like, no notes, just continue
Someone
doing
says,
what you should do.
can we just talk about the prelims dress with like guys
Fire.
outdid themselves. I remember the process from the start to the end. So I was just appointed Miss Universe South Africa. Let me take this question away. And I remember.
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah. You have to remember that I didn't know her that well yet. Okay.
Okay. Well, might I add, like, I feel like the concept was still there. It was literally.
No, it was.
I went
You
to
changed the color.
Dark teal is my favorite color. Like, it's something I've always seen myself wearing, because I couldn't wear emerald again because I wore that on the Miss South Africa stage. So I was like, I want to wear dark teal. And luckily we had like emerald in there, turquoise, royal blue, all that type of colors. Yeah. And we actually did the gloves to represent all the frontline workers during COVID. So we wanted to stick with the gloves. We wanted gloves in one of the two dresses.
Yeah.
And I the velvet. Werner and I love velvet. So both of my dresses were out of velvet. And I remember Yolani when she...
Velvet was just like, we didn't even have a discussion on another fabric, because after Miss South Africa last year, Natasha changed from her emerald gown into a yellow shade gown, that beautiful cream velvet dress. Yeah. And I remember that dress going viral. And I was like, I went to her the next day, I said, listen, we're doing a shoot. We're doing the top 3 shoot this week. Can we please shoot the dress? Because it was just so spectacular. And I just loved it. And velvet is a difficult material to work with. So if you can get it right, it's spectacular. And so velvet was always going to be, it's my favorite material. And so there was never a discussion on it being anything else. And I mean, then we saw that teal color and we were just in love with it.
Exactly. So there was one question, I'm gonna look for it again, but it just said, what was the biggest lesson you learned during Miss Universe? So from your perspective, because obviously, what was the one thing obviously you're going to be sending a girl every single year, or to Miss World or to Price, so there's obvious things every single year.
That, as I've said, the lesson, I didn't really learn a new lesson, except it just reiterated something that I already knew, and that I try and tell girls all the time. And it's heartbreaking to have to experience it, but that we do not have control over the results. We can be the best, and it just can't work in our favor. And sometimes that's just how it plays out. But we will never give up on sending the type of delegate. You have raised the bar so incredibly high for everybody else that follows you. And we will continue on that work, on that road and on that journey. And I will keep you as the benchmark of what a competitor at Miss Universe is for Miss South Africa. And so the lesson that I've learned is to never expect anything but the best from whoever follows in your footsteps, because they are such big shoes to fill. And that we will never give up on sending delegates such as yourself, and no matter what the outcome is, because at the end of the day, the outcome doesn't matter. The transformation that you've had in the last 6 months, and the woman that you've grown into, and the woman that you will continue to be moving forward will be the payoff at the end of this whole journey, because you are not the same woman that entered Miss South Africa, nor are you the same woman that you were 6 months ago. And that will continue with you through the rest of your life. Not this placement, not Miss Universe, but the woman that you've become. And that is something that I will never let up on moving forward. That's the lesson that I learned.
So for me, it was, we had this conversation before I left, and the weeks leading up to Miss Universe was really challenging for me. I was tired, I was stressed out, yet I tried to really challenge myself to be calm and collected, and it didn't always come across like that. So when I got to Miss Universe, you always said that now you can just enjoy. All the hard work is done, like there's no more you can do when you arrive there. And I think I said to myself that, because you asked me, what do you want from this? Like,
Yeah.
it's not about the winning. It's not about the top 3, the top 5. Like, what is your expectation? And I did tell him that during Miss South Africa, there's multiple stuff I would have done differently. I gave up a week before the final judging, and there's a lot of things I would have changed. And I obviously learned from that. So going into Miss Universe, I said, I don't want to make the same mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said, partner, if I can be literally the best version of myself, give my best walk, show myself in interview, be the quirky Natasha, show my fashion, everything that I am, I will be happy. And I remember after the crowning, I obviously wasn't as satisfied as I would have wanted to be. Like, let's be honest.
None of us were.
I was obviously telling myself, Natasha, go back on your word. You said if you give everything that you had, you must be satisfied, regardless what the outcome. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to sit here and say, oh, it happened for this reason. I don't know yet. I don't know what that reason is yet. But in 5 years' time, I will know. And it's hard because that's where faith comes in. And you have to rely on God to really have that plan for your life.
And it's true. And if that is the benchmark that we set for ourselves, and if that's the goal that we had in mind, you achieved it over and above. If the goal was to be the best version of yourself, to be better than you've ever been before, to enjoy every single moment, then you met your goal. You achieved your dream of being at Miss Universe and being better than you've ever been before. And, you know, the results become irrelevant then, because you did what you set out to do. And that is something that you will carry with you for the rest of your life.
Just acknowledge my bikini walk, because guys, even if it wasn't the best in your opinion, I shocked myself.
Girl was fire.
Guys, such a challenge. I remember telling myself, Natasha, that turns with the cape, and I never practiced with the cape. Like some of the girls in Rios got an opportunity to practice, and 2 minutes before I went on stage, I was walking up and down saying, like, either I'm gonna fall on my face, I will just be satisfied and happy if I don't fall. Like that.
But can I tell you why? Because I put the fear of God in her, because I told them about 2019 and the prelims, and you know, because we were there, and I don't handle stress very well. So I ran out of the room, and I was just like, girl, just get on that stage and please just don't fall. That's the only thing that I expect of you, is just not to fall. And then she came out and she did that twirl. She was the only one that did the twirl in the middle of the circle before she even started walking. And then she just gave it everything. And I live in a complex, so there's a lot of people close to me, and I swear that I woke up half the complex as I shouted, yes, yes, after she got off.
The organization always mocks Werner and says like a rugby supporter, like he gets this voice when he supports.
Yeah. And I think people thought someone was dying, but I didn't care. I was like, that girl just killed that stage. Like, that stage, we need to read them a eulogy, because that stage just died. Because she was so fantastic. Like, no, swimwear was my everything. Like, I loved evening gown, and usually evening gown's my favorite. But after your swimwear, I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done for the night. Give me a drip. Put me out. I'm good.
I'm going through the questions, but even if there's no question, but is there anything you can share from your end? Because obviously this journey turned out a lot different than we expected it to, but still we did everything we could.
Mhm. Um, you know, I haven't gone live or I haven't really said anything because I'm also still processing it. You know, and just trying to take time, because when you invest 6 months of your life into something and you dream about something every single day and you eat, sleep, and breathe it, you know, it's hard. But I want to. I've been reading my favorite book in the last week, which is called Rising Strong by Brene Brown. And it's about whenever you dare greatly, what happens if you fall, and how to get back up. And, you know, we all have unanswered questions and we all don't know, you know, why certain things happen. And, but we have to have faith that it is God's will and that it is His will for her life, for our life. It doesn't mean that we did anything wrong. It doesn't mean that nothing, you know, it just was His plan. And if you believe in Him and if you believe in destiny and in purpose, then you cannot question it. You can be sad and you can be disappointed, but you can't question it, because that's at the end of the day His plan, and His plan will always prevail. Other than that, you know, tearing someone else down and is not going to get us anywhere. And I understand that a lot of people have so much love for Natasha and for the other delegates, but the person who won so rightfully, and her dream came true, and we have to be happy for her and for the organization, and wish her so much luck and joy in the world, and that she gets to experience this incredible journey. And that was her destiny, and you cannot deny her destiny, and nothing could deny her destiny. So I'm so grateful for every single person that comments and that says all these wonderful things about Natasha, and that is the only thing that gets us all through it, because we realized how much of an impact she actually made, even without a crown, and how much more of an impact she will make moving forward. But that we don't have to break people down, and that we don't have to be upset about certain things. We can be upset, but we don't have to, you know, take it out on people that don't deserve it.
The last question for you. So just clarify this one to people.
Mm-hmm. Do you think the Miss SA format needs to be changed so that we have a winner for each pageant? You know, no. We, as Miss South Africa, we march to the beat of our own drum. We will always innovate. We will always be different. We will always try and push pageantry in the direction that we feel it needs to go. And at the end of the day, it's about the women, and it's about our platform here in our country and what they can do with it. Now, I understand that there's a lot of questioning about like second runner-up, first runner-up, and all of that jazz. And that, at the end of the day, doesn't matter. This year, Miss Brazil, who placed first runner-up, was appointed her title. Miss Dominican Republic was appointed
runner-up at Miss Brazil as well.
Yeah. Miss Dominican Republic was appointed her title. Miss Puerto Rico was appointed her title. They didn't even compete in their national pageants. So, and I would like to think that any organization, international organization, would look at a girl and not look at her placements before, but look at what she can offer their organization, what type of woman she is, and that they're all on a level playing field. And I do believe that they were. So, no, I do not think our format needs to change. We can promise that our pageant this year will be incredible, and that you guys will have the best time. But following the journey of the top 10, but we are not going to change for any other purpose other than when we feel like we need to, for South Africa and for the platform that we have in South Africa. So that's what I have to say on that.
I agree. And we always said, like, the woman that's fit for the job will get it, regardless if she plays second runner-up, first runner-up, winner. It
Yeah.
was always meant for one woman, and that was Andrea, and she rightfully deserved it. I mean, her journey has also been a long one, and it was meant for her. And I remember chatting to the girls when we were sitting at breakfast the first day, and I said, one thing that brings me so much peace is knowing that before I was even born, they knew who was going to be Miss Universe 2020. And that always gave me so much peace.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to head out so that you can continue. And just once again, thank you so much to everybody for joining and for supporting Natasha. And to Natasha, we are so incredibly proud of you. We love you. You are part of our family. If the best thing that we got out of this is our relationship with you, and that will never change, and it will continue to grow. And we are also incredibly proud of you. And I especially am so incredibly proud of you. And I cannot wait to have you back.
Thank you. I'm looking forward, but not yet. I'm like,
not yet. Enjoy America and go eat all the chocolates and go eat all the waffles and pancakes and everything and chicken and everything that they have there.
Inside joke, guys. Inside joke.
Inside joke. Okay. I'm going to head out.
Bye,
Thank you, guys.
I'm not done. I'm going to answer a few questions. Faris is on his way. Okay, let me quickly select a question here. It's so nice chatting to you guys, and just everyone's asking me what next. Obviously, I just said I'm going to save this live, so I'm not going to re-answer any questions, but I want to do my ready-to-wear collection for Natalia Jeffries. And Natalia Jeffries is my baby. It's my heart, and it's something I want to continue. I have a great passion for fashion, like you guys know. Destiny Designed, I want to take it further than only fashion designers. I want to do all entrepreneurs, maybe do more modeling. I'm really out for that. I definitely want to, the first thing when I get home is show you guys my final gown, because I feel like it deserves to be on social media.